Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Keeping Up with Kiki. This is my weekly self-love journey video series for 2020. We are now on week number 9, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I am so thankful for you guys for watching, for the subscribers that I do have. Thank you so much. If you're new to this channel and like the content that I'm actually giving you guys, please do support me, subscribe, like and share. You never know who this video can help. It's definitely helping me because this is my first time ever becoming very viral, putting myself out there and yeah, sharing my journey with you guys. So I do appreciate all the love and support that you have. Please leave any comments below in the boxes. Yeah, so let's just get into this week's video. So this week's video is inspired by the letter C, and today's quote goes something like this. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle. And that's by Christian D. Larson. So today's video, guys, is inspired by the letter C, and I'm going to talk about a few topics that I have either experienced or I'm currently experiencing during my self-love journey. So the next topic I'm going to speak about is confidence, which is actually quite good because last week I spoke about my insecurities that I had, and it's kind of hand in hand with confidence. So let's get into this topic and let's talk. Confidence for me is something that is an ongoing process for me that I'm going to be always working on throughout this journey and throughout life, to be honest. So in my last video, I did explain about a few past experiences as a child and as a teenager that actually instilled my insecurities in especially my personal appearance and how I actually saw myself. But confidence for me today means so much different things on so many different levels. It's very difficult to pick apart. So previously, as I said, what triggered my last episode of really bad depression, self-esteem, low moods was an unmet expectation in a failed relationship, and the way the person treated me and handled me made me question myself. And it wasn't just that one person. I think because I've had previous experiences of men and relationships failing and how they dealt with the relationship, it made me internalize that it was something wrong with me. Maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe I just wasn't, up to par. Whatever it was, it definitely took a toll on my confidence. I started to question myself. It's difficult when you live in a place where society tells you that you're not good enough, whether that's because of your color of your skin, whether that's because of your gender, whether that's because of how you dress. Regardless of what it is, it's so difficult to really embrace and accept yourself if everybody else is telling you that it's not good enough or it's not the right way. So confidence for me was a massive factor throughout the last 5 to 6 years. So yeah, after the age of 26, I kind of had multiple events that happened to me and around me that slowly kind of knocked my confidence and made me question myself and how confident I was in myself and my capabilities. So most recently, what triggered me and for me to lose all self-confidence was a failed and unmet expectation that I had for a romantic relationship. And that had happened prior to my last experience as well. So having that happen twice back to back for me really got to me, really got to my self-esteem, really got into my head. It really made me question myself as to whether I was good enough, whether I was capable of being, you know, a girlfriend, a partner, whatever it was I capable of actually having these things that I really, really wanted, but I was unable to have or to achieve. So, yeah, it really took a toll on my confidence. I remember when I was about 30, it was my 30th birthday, and my sister, mum, and friend had all surprised me with a birthday trip to Paris. And that entire trip, I was a total mess. I was just walking around Paris, moaning, complaining, being sad. I was actually having a nervous breakdown, but literally holding it all in because nobody knew what I was going through. I hadn't expressed, you know, what I was going through, how I was feeling, and I probably came across as very ungrateful because, you know, they had made this lovely experience for me, and I was here complaining about where I wanted to go, what time I wanted to eat, and all these little small things. When really it was just the turmoil that I was feeling inside, and I felt like I had nobody to speak to or couldn't speak about my experience because I either felt ashamed or I was just too embarrassed to speak about things. But fast forward anyway to 2016, the end of 2016 to the period of 2019, the end of 2019. My confidence, I would say, had hit rock bottom. It had hit rock bottom. I was basically ghosted by this guy that I really liked. Tried to reach out, be cordial, and be like, what happened? Because I really just didn't know what happened. And I thought to myself, this ish has happened to me again. I don't know where I'm going wrong. I don't know what's the matter. It must be me. It must be how I look. It must be that I'm not capable. I'm not capable of, you know, meeting other people's needs or desires or wants. Whatever it was, I just couldn't be that thing for that person. I couldn't be it. And I just felt worthless. I really felt worthless. I thought, what's the point? What's the point of me trying? What's the point of me being here? What's the point of me being me? Because nobody wanted me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So 2016 to 2019, I definitely felt that these were my broken years. I remember, I think it was either just before my birthday or just after my birthday, I was lying in bed, just thinking about life, and all of a sudden, this thought came to me. I said to myself, I am 33 and I'm failing. Now, I know I don't look 33, but I am. But yeah, let's get serious. I actually thought to myself, I'm 33 and I'm failing. I've never had a relationship. I've never had a boyfriend. Somebody says, yeah, this is my girlfriend. I'm not in the job that I want to be in, or I don't have the career that I thought I should have had. And I've been to uni and I've got a degree and I know I'm capable. You know, I'm not got the income that I want. I no longer live at home with family, so I live by myself and literally feel like I'm in this world all alone. And yeah, like it was just, it was a lot. It was too much. I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I had friends who had started their families, have had multiple children, or people I knew who are now living in a different country, living their best life. And I just thought to myself, how comes I'm still here? How come I haven't got any of this? Not what they wanted, but things that I knew that I had wanted for my life, or where I thought I'd be in my life, I still had none of it. And it didn't seem like it was going to get any closer to it anytime soon. And 33 and failing was what I came to, was the conclusion that I came to. So it was tough. It was tough. So yeah, I was in a limbo. I was stagnant, 33 years old, no partner, no children, no job, no vision. I was a mess, a total mess. And this really sucked every inch and ounce of my confidence from me. And I just didn't know where to start. I really didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to begin. I didn't know what to do. It was just, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And somehow, even with zero self confidence, I found myself comparing myself to other people. So I remember somebody close to me, I had just found out that somebody close to me was expecting and, pregnant, having a baby. And I just burst out into tears. And it wasn't out of a jealousy kind of way. I was actually happy for this person. But for me, it brought back to me that I wasn't I wasn't where I wanted to be. I really wasn't where I wanted to be. So when I was completely at rock bottom, somehow, for some reason, I found myself comparing myself to other people. I don't know why, because I was at such a low place and I felt like I didn't amount to anything. I wasn't even supposed to be comparing myself to anybody because I I had zero confidence. I felt like I was invincible. But ultimately, I still found myself comparing myself, my life to other people, whether that was friends, whether that was family. There was a point where I was saying to myself, oh, my friend has a partner and children. I don't have a partner and children. Oh, my friend's going on a holiday. Right now, I can't go on holiday, or I can go on holiday, but I choose not to go on holiday because that's not where my focus is. Oh, my friend's in a career and I've just quit my job. So I feel like the comparing myself on top of having the loss of confidence was so soul shattering that it just drove me further into depression. I just didn't know how I was able to get out of this big hole that I'd been digging myself. Every time I thought of something, it was pushing me further down into, you know, a bad place, negative thoughts, feeling unworthy. I just couldn't see how I was going to get out of this dark tunnel of mine. Um, so I know that for me, I just felt rejected. I felt rejected in every sense. I felt like life had just rejected me. I thought, I'm 33. Literally, that's what I felt. I woke up and I was like, it's going to be another day of this, another day of feeling stressed, depressed, unproductive, you know, unmotivated. Another day. Who wants to go through another day like this? I sure didn't want to go through those days. I really didn't, but those were the days that were coming. Those were the days I was having, and I ultimately knew those were the days that were coming unless I made a change. So yeah, when I decided to go on the self-love journey, I said to myself, comparing myself to anybody else and their situation is something that would have to immediately stop. My life is my life. I would have to take the direction and lead my life into where I want to go. It wouldn't help me, and it's not going to help me by looking at somebody else's life and wanting that life because their life was their life. Comparing myself was the worst thing I could have done, especially during that low point. After 2.5 years of feeling depressed, down and out, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I said to myself, 2019 will be the last year that I will feel how I'm feeling. I need to make a change. I need to take those steps in order to change my life. And yeah, I'm here today in 2020. I've said to myself, if you want it, you've got to go and get it, or you've got to create it. And that's why I'm here, guys. I've decided to make that change, challenge myself to do things, you know, put my best foot forward and really, really, really be fulfilled and satisfied and happy in the life that I have right now and the life that I'm trying to create. So the last thing I want to speak about today, guys, is character. Now, the one thing I can say about myself is I am confident in my character and who I am, in the sense that I know that my morals and my values are something that are never really going to waver. I am who I am, you know, and my character ultimately is what's going to carry me through life. I actually believe that the character and characteristics of people is the most important thing about people. It really displays and will show you who a person really is. If they're ill-spirited, if they're a sacred soul, you know, whatever it is, positive or negative, their character actually reveals a person. And for me, character building during this self-love journey is my main thing. I think with my spell of having a loss in confidence, it hasn't totally knocked my character, because I believe that, again, my morals and values that are instilled with me, I've always been here and always will be. It's just how I'm able to express myself and how my character comes across to other people and how they see me, how they accept me, and so forth. I came across another YouTuber, and I know he's an author as well, a guy called Tony Gaskins, and he talks about the 3 B's, brain, body and brand, and those are the 3 things we should kind of be working on, always working on and developing for our overall character, basically, and that's what kind of carries you through life. I have 2 books of recommendation for you guys this week. One is by our former First Lady, Michelle Obama, Becoming. I've started to read it. It's a great book. So far, so good. But I think it's a great depiction of where a person can start off in life and where they can end based on their experiences, their character, their confidence. You know, it's a great book. So definitely check that out. And the second book I have got is Be More Confident by Paul Jenner. Another great read. I will list them below in the description box, but if you do have time, do go and check either of them out. They are great reads, and I hope that they can inspire you in some form of way into building up your confidence, your character, in 2020. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I know it was a bit long and a bit of gibbering and jabbering, but I do appreciate you. Please do like, share and subscribe. Check out my other videos, and I will see you next week for our weekly self-love series. Take care, guys. Bye.